So it is August 28th. It's actually Saturday. Originally I planned to start this vlog yesterday, but I was out with my fiance, you know, celebrating. We've been together for 10 years. So I came home late and I was beat. But today we're also gonna do some bowling and go to some record stores and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to it, but he's currently asleep because, you know, working night shift and stuff. But I have read a little bit this morning. She's like 11 a.m. but I did start reading Felix Ever After by Case and Calendar yesterday, and I've got like 30 pages through it then. But today I've read about 80 pages and really liking it so far actually. So this is about Felix, and he is a black, queer and transgender, and he goes to this sort of art school summer program thing, and he's just basically just trying to figure out life. And then while going to this school, suddenly there's some photographs that has been sort of hacked and stolen from his Instagram account, which is we saw pictures from him before he transitioned into being a guy, and also his dead name and stuff like that. And he's just trying to figure out who did it and why, and he's trying to trap the person sort of with a sort of catfish Instagram thing, trying to get him to confess. So we'll see how it all goes down, but it's a really quick read so far. I'm really enjoying it, and I like Felix as a character and also his friendship with Ezra. So yeah, it's a really quick read. So I'm gonna try to read a little bit more and possibly watch some booktube because I need reading inspiration, to be honest. I'm struggling a little bit during work weeks, to say the least. And like I said, at 1:30 we are bowling, so bring you along for that. But yeah, let's get reading. As you saw from the footage from yesterday, we had a pretty good time, and also I played bowling better than I've ever done before, and my fiance played worse than he's ever done before. So I only lost with 4 points, and I was leading for big parts of it, so it was quite fun actually. But yeah, and we also went to the sci-fi bookstore, which is my favorite store ever, and I didn't buy anything, and there were so many beautiful books, and they actually had a lot more classics than they usually do. So these like sort of Macmillan, I don't remember what they call them, Macmillan editions, and they're so beautiful, and I wanted them all, and I have been, you know, deciding which ones to get, and I didn't buy anything because I'm on a book buying ban until October, and I'm gonna make it through having a book buying ban for an entire year, and then just like buy half the amount of books as I've finished from the previous month. So I'm really proud of myself because that was freaking hard. But other than that, I did end up reading a lot of Felix Ever After before we went you know, bowling. So I actually read 183 pages, so I am more than halfway through, and I have like 130-ish pages left, I think. So I'm gonna eat breakfast now while reading this, hopefully end up finishing it somewhat early today, and then I'm gonna pick up a middle grade book that is also my TBR, I think. I just can't decide which one because I have 2 of them, but we'll see. But so far Felix is still trying to figure out who, you know, posted the pictures on the school wall and who didn't know him. He tried to get close to this guy who he thought was the guy that did it, and maybe she didn't end up going as he thought. And he's also sort of questioning his identity, and he's trying to figure out why it still feels sort of not completely correct. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this one so far. I really like the friendships, like I said before, and it's a really quick read, and it definitely makes you think about stuff. And yeah, really enjoying it. So yeah, I think I'll update you guys again when I have hopefully finished this one. Okay, so she's like 1:15 p.m. right now, and I just finished Felix Ever After by Kelly Saying Calendar like 1 minute ago. So it definitely, the person that outed here Felix with his dead name and his old picture definitely wasn't the person I expected it to be. So that was sort of a mysterious like part of the story. I love the different friendships in the book, not only Astra and Felix that I've mentioned before, but also the blossoming friendship between Felix and this girl called Leah, and just the sort of investigation part, trying to figure out who they named him, and just trying to figure out who he is and his sort of true identity, since he's not really sure about it yet. And it was just a really quick and enjoyable read with definitely some deep stories within the story, so to speak. And yeah, I really enjoyed this one, and I think I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 stars. And that's another book off of my TBR. So I definitely won't finish my TBR, but might be able to get like 5 out of 7, hopefully. But the next book I'm gonna pick up is this middle grade, and this is the slightly alarming tale of the Whispering Wars by Jacqueline Moriarty. This is the second book in the, I don't know what they call this series. Extremely Inconvenient Adventures of Bronte Metalstone is the first book. I don't really remember what they called the series, but this one is supposed to be sort of a prequel that takes place before that book, and I've owned this for quite some time now, since I finished the first book, and I really loved the first book. It was such a quick read, and I just want to continue on with this one, and I know I'm gonna really enjoy it. So this is about Finlay and his friends, and they live at this sort of orphanage school in Spindrift, which is not far from Honeybee, who attends the Brathwaite boarding school. And when the two schools compete in a sports tournament, tensions are high, and before long the orphan kids and boarding school kids are engaged in an all-out war. But then the real Whispering Wars break out, witches and sirens invade the town, and children are disappearing without a trace. Finlay, Honeybee, and their friends need to join forces, but how can one bickering group of children possibly outwit the insidious power of the Whisperers? And who are the mysterious strangers from the future, friend or foe? And Finlay and Honeybee takes turns telling their story in this thrilling adventure set in the same world as the Extremely Inconvenient Adventures of Bronte Metalstone. So since I love the first book so much, I really hope I'll love this one as much, but maybe just like, high expectations, I don't know. But just look at this cover. This is illustrated by Carl James Montford, and he's illustrated some other books I've read, and they're so beautiful, and I love it so much. There's also a map in here that I wanted to show you guys, and it's really pretty. And yeah, I've read like 2 pages in it already. But here's the map, and it's like Demon Playground and like Slayer Empire and Empire of Witchcraft, Kingdom of Vanishing Cove, and it's just really cool names, honestly. And I feel like this would be a quick read because I feel like there's a lot of spacing, so yeah. So pretty. And there's also some like minor illustrations, small ones, and yeah, I think I'll be loving it. So I think I need to edit some videos because I've been really bad at like editing and uploading lately and I just really need to get some videos up, one for today, and start editing my September TBR and stuff, since it's like August 29th now. And some other videos I had hoped to get up before September, which will not happen now, I guess, since it's, you know, really close to September. But yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna pick this book up. So yeah, got some shit to do, but hopefully I will get a big chunk out of this book read, because I really want to finish it before the month is over, since it's on my TBR. So I have until Tuesday, so we'll see how it goes with work and everything. But yeah, let's get editing. So as always, very late to wrap up this vlog. It's actually been a couple of days, but I just thought I would end up, you know, telling you guys what I read. So like I think I mentioned, I ended up finishing Felix Ever After. I think I've, by Casey Calendar, I think I pretty much said everything I need to say about this book 5 times. But yeah, overall really enjoyed it. Quick read, really intriguing, and you know, very informational, and it was really good, you know, friendships and everything like that. And I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars. I then also started, but did not finish, The Slightly Alarming Tales of the Whispering Wars by Jacqueline Moriarty, which is like the longest title ever. I only read about 106 pages of this book, I think, but really intriguing, really fun. This is the second book in the stories of the inconvenient, the extremely inconvenient adventures of Bronte Meadowstone. She also have to have the longest titles, but yeah, this is supposed to be a prequel in that series, and I am really, really enjoying it. It's such a quick read. There's so much banter and friendships and like competitions and mysterious things and magic, and I'm loving it. So, you know, good read. But yeah, I think we should do a look through as to how much I read. I'm only gonna count Saturday and Sunday, because that was basically when I did the reading vlog part. Okay, so on Saturday I read 183 pages. On Sunday I read 247. And that really ain't that bad for a weekend, and I was not feeling the best that weekend, so it was pretty good. And like, we have some statistics for the overall week. It doesn't really say that much right now though. But yeah, so I was reading Felix Ever After and The Slightly Alarming Tales, 430 pages. 106 of those were The Slightly Alarming Tales of the Whispering Wars, and the rest from Felix Ever After. Felix Ever After I gave 4 stars, like I said, and the other book I did not finish yet, but I was definitely really, really enjoying it. And yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun doing this sort of short reading vlog just for the weekend. So I think I might do another one for the next one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and yeah, I hope we see each other in the next one. Bye.